When it comes to making money and like getting RP and GTA Online, I still resort to the old strategies. If I need quick money and if I need quick RP, I know this is probably an outdated tactic, but for me, when it comes to grinding those two things, I still play Rooftop Rumble. No active contact mission found. Man, that is a travesty. If this was like 10 years ago, I'm telling you, we would get into a lobby immediately. It is what it is. I don't like playing with people anyway. I like, you know, just being by myself, doing my grinding alone. You obviously got to put it on hard for that extra RP and cash. See, I'm not completely oblivious to all the new strategies. Like, I've heard Cayo Perico is a really good way to grind out money solo. And I've heard that they've added like a bunch of new different like businesses and different heists to the game where you're even able to make like good passive income in the game now, which is insane. Which for me kind of raises the question, have they gone back and buffed the amount of money that you make from contact missions? Because if these new ways of making money are so good, and if the economy has been inflated to such an extent as it has been, because like back in the day, the most expensive car was like the Adder, for example, but now there's cars that are literally like, what, $2 or $3 million last I checked, or probably even more now. So with the economy in the game being inflated to such an extent, and with the payouts of these new missions and heists and, you know, businesses paying out as much as they do, have they adjusted the amount of money that the contact missions pay you to reflect that, or are these like really outdated now? Now, if you're unfamiliar with Rooftop Rumble, basically here's the thing. You roll up, you pull out your gun, you start spraying, and it's really as simple as that. You just shoot these guys, you get into cover, you shoot some dudes inside of here, you blow up some cars. Some other guys are gonna roll up here soon with some documents. You get the documents, you go deliver them, and that's the mission. After you kill a couple of guys, there's gonna be that car that rolls up over here from like, I guess the east. Gotta get back into cover, and I forgot that I said this on hard, so these guys, you know, they're actually doing some damage to me, and unfortunately, I don't have any snacks. I mean, I could use the piss washer and the smokes, but that'll probably kill me more than anything. Do I have body armor? No, man, we're gonna have to visit ammunition in the store after this to get some snacks and armor and stuff. I am slacking. I know that that isn't the case over my PS4 account, man. I've been doing pretty good in recent years. Anytime I play this game, I stay stacked up on that stuff. What other outfits do I have? I have the OG outfit. Oh, I called this one the OG because this is actually the outfit that it's not the exact outfit, but it's pretty similar to what I used to rock back on the Xbox 360 version, and yeah, you can tell. I've got the dad fit, which, yeah, that's a pretty accurate description. You got ZW. Oh, zebra white. Yeah, I remember because I had a zebra mask and this was the zebra white outfit, and then I had the zebra black outfit. No idea why I chose a zebra out of literally any other mask in the game. And then we have one called Y, which, yeah, that's right. They gave out like this one free mask, or no, I think they gave out the tracksuit, and then I just found a mask that I like to go with it. Honestly, back in the day, I wasn't always the best at like matching outfits or, you know, finding the most innovative or clean looking outfits, but man, this one does look pretty good. I mean, granted, if the mask was yellow, it would probably match a little bit better, but I mean, that still looks pretty slick. Anyway, as I was saying, you just gotta shoot these dudes. It's a really easy job. This is why it was the go-to one back in the day. I mean, if you've been playing GTA Online for a while, then you remember this, but I mean, if you're a newer player, you might not have even ever played this mission before just because there's been so many better money-making tactics that have come out since, but yeah, this was the way back in the day. This and another mission called Coveted, if you guys remember that one, that was a real OG strategy. Those were like the early days of GTA Online. Pretty scary to think that there's probably some kids playing this game now that weren't even alive when it first released back in 2013. And he's got to pick up this document over here, try not to get hit by all the traffic coming by, and then he drive it up to Madrazo's house. And I mean, that's really it. It's that simple. Granted, I dragged it out for a little bit because I was looking at outfits and stuff, but honestly, you can clear this mission out in like 5 minutes. And back in the day, it used to pay a lot more. There was a point where I'm pretty sure it paid out like 17K consistently, but if I'm not mistaken, there was also another point where it paid like 20K, but I might be thinking of when they did like one of those double money weekends or events or something like that. But I do remember for a fact there was a time when it paid out 17K consistently because you didn't unlock this mission until level 75, so you had to grind for a while until you were able to unlock it, which is why Coveted was another one of the missions that was really good for like grinding out money and RP, because that one unlocked around level 30, so you could grind out money and RP really fast. If I'm gonna be honest, the fastest cars that I've ever really driven in this game, like to an extent of where I mastered the car and have enough experience with it to drive it without too many problems, would be like the Adder or the Zentorno, which I know are definitely not as fast compared to some of the newer cars. So, you know, I have this X80 Proto and it's one of the faster cars in the game, but at least it was when I first bought it. But honestly, considering the fact that it's a bit of a newer car and it is so fast, I never got to fully adjust to it. So, you know, I can barely drive my own car. Man, I wish I still had my 360 account. My pink Adder, oh my gosh, I was so good at driving that thing. Because, I mean, that was the car that everybody you wanted back in the day. It was like the most expensive car in the game. So if you had it, like, you were one of the cool kids, man. I drove that thing everywhere. I drove it so much. I've spent so many hours on my adder, but unfortunately, I'll never get to see it again. I do have 1 million. Oh, okay. So they only gave you 13K now, which, yeah, so not only did they nerf it, but they never reverted it back to at least try to reflect the inflation of the GTA Online economy. I don't know. I'm probably thinking about it too much.